what's going on? John Amenta here from my own personal little slice of comic book heaven in Wallingford, Connecticut. Comic book stuff, see, everywhere. What we're doing today is we're doing a new show called New Review. New Review is a show that spins off from New Release Wednesday. If you've never heard of New Release Wednesday, I'm going to tell you about it right now. New Release Wednesday is a really cool show. You can catch it on YouTube. You can subscribe to it, so that way you never miss an episode. I'm going to give you a second to do that. Alright, you did that. So what New Release Wednesday is host Patrick Strange and usually two other people that he has on the show with him, whether they be friends, cosplayers, comic pros, comic readers, comic book characters. What they do is they pick the 3 coolest books, in their opinion, that are coming out that week and tell you to buy them. And then what you could do is you can go out and buy them and read them. Or you can say, no, I'm not going to do that. But, you know, comic books. So, anyways, what New Review is we're going to talk about books that have already come out and review them and tell you good, bad, or ugly. Today I got a good one for you. What it is it's from Oni Press, so it's a tiny little company. It's not Marvel, it's not DC. You should always be reading these tiny companies, by the way, because that's how they get bigger. And then we have less, monopolizing in comic books, which is a good thing. But what the book we're doing today is from writer Cullen Bunn. It's called Hellbreak, and it is a very cool action horror hybrid. Cullen Bunn has written other things for Oni Press, created her own things. He did a really cool series that's still going right now, as a matter of fact, called The Sixth Gun, which is like a horror western. And for the big guys, he did Moon Knight for a while over at Marvel. He's doing the Magneto series over at Marvel, and he's the new writer on Aquaman currently. And he also has a book over at Dark Horse, which is very cool, called Harrow County. If you have not read that one, that's another one that I would say go out and pick up. So far, Hellbreak, we're on issue 4 at the moment. Issue 5 comes out in July, but luckily enough, through some of my connections, I got to read it. So I'm going to give you a review of the first 5 issues. Basically, what it is hell exists. Hell is a place, but there's many different hells. Everybody has their own personal hell. The church has started this thing called Project Kerberos, and what it is it is a scientific, magical thing where they figure out a way to enter hell. We call it the staircase. It's like a Stargate. It's a Stargate to hell. And basically what happens is they put together this strike team, Team Orpheus, and what Orpheus is it's comprised of the team leader Jenner and his second in command and rescue technician, and there's a medic and there's a heavy ordnance. So it's very much the Predator team of military tough guys. And what happens is if someone in your family gets possessed by a demon, when the demon goes into their body, their soul goes to hell. And what Kerberos does on their side is they attempt to exorcise the demon, but that's not enough, because exorcising the demon will just leave a hollow, empty shell. So what the Team Orpheus has to do is they have to use this Stargate type thing, and they go to hell. And each hell is different, and they encounter different things in these hells, and they're trying to find the soul of the person whose body is up top, vomiting flies and maggots and other weird stuff. Basically, it's a very cool book. It blends a lot of different genres. You have the typical action kind of genre where these guys go into hell, different hells, with guns and ammo and all the good stuff to fight off demon dogs and little kid ghosts that turn to demon dogs and parasites that eat walls, and it's crazy. It's really crazy. You've got the dynamic between the team where, not everybody likes everybody, and, some guys have the smart-ass attitude, stuff like that. And then there's a conspiracy going on, too, which we kind of get further into as the book goes along. Why is the church funding this? Where did they get this technology from? What do they gain from this? And Jenner has a backstory, the leader of the team, where you find out that his wife had committed suicide. And so he's kind of driven really heavily by that. He's doing a lot of this for that. He's the dark brooding guy who has a bigger reason. And as the issues go along, the first issue is kind of a one and done where they go in to extract the soul and finish their mission in one issue, because that was kind of a setup to show you what will be going on in this series. And then issues 2 through 5 follow another journey into a different hell, because again, everybody's hell is different. Nothing looks the same. Where they're trying to find the soul of this, what you get the idea of a very rich businessman, but he's not all he seems. He almost seems like, from what you're getting like hints of, that he deserves to be there. But issue 1 through 5 so far have been fantastic. Brian Churilla's art is really cool. It's almost, I won't say Magnolia-y, but it's kind of got that little bit of cartoony darkness to it. It's very good. And Cullen Bunn is knocking it out of the park. Really enjoying this thing. I'm not sure 100% if this is an ongoing, or if this is just going to be considered something that might be like a finite series. I don't know if we've heard that yet, but this could be something ongoing, because the whole concept of there being more than one hell, everybody has their own personal hell, you could just keep doing this. And in the first 5 issues, you kind of see that the mortality rate of these guys is going to be, it's going to be flexible, so we're going to be able to get some new characters in here and there. But it's a really cool book. So I'm going to give Hellbreak, out of 5 stars, I give it 4 stars. It's so far 5 issues in. It's been very enjoyable. It's a very cool book. If you have not seen it on the racks, go online, go to Oni Press. I'm sure it'll be out in trade pretty soon. But pick it up. Get out there and check it out. If you're a fan of that kind of genre, the action-y horror genre, BPRD, stuff like that. If you like that kind of stuff, it's along that line. It's not the same thing, but it's along that line. So that's my review for today, but I'm not done yet. I got to pop a couple things in there for you. PopCultureUncovered.com. I write for them. It's a great website. Put it on your favorites bar. Check it out every day. We do a thing called Review Brew, where you could read some of my reviews. So go on there. I actually interviewed Cullen Bunn probably about a month ago, so you could check that out. And I've interviewed other guys too, Jimmy Palmiotti, and a few others, so you could definitely check that out. Also, a friend of mine, Vinagasta, has a podcast that I guest on quite a bit, another pop culture mismatch called From the Hip. You could find that on iTunes, subscribe to it, listen to it, laugh along with it. We did a Star Wars episode, we did a Star Trek episode, movies, summer movies, stuff like that. We kind of try to keep it just pop culture level. So, this is John Amenta, PopCultureUncovered.com. Check me out there. From the Hip, check me out there. And check me out here on the New Review Show, because I'll be doing more of this, hopefully, as long as Pat doesn't tell me to go away after this one. See you later. Bye.